Welcome to Leicester International Music Festival's lunchtime series in association with the Countess of Munster Musical Trust. I'm so delighted to be back here in our beautiful space in the museum in Leicester, and we've been recording short recitals with artists on the Munster Musical Trust concert scheme, and two of them are here, Julia Klimek and Fred Paixão. So it's wonderful to see you both, and it's a flute and piano recital we're going to hear. And I wonder if you could tell us, first of all, how long have you played together?
How long have we? It feels like ages.
Yeah, maybe actually 2-3 years, not that long.
But it sounds great. The combination of the two of you together is really warm and very calm. It's quite a thing, isn't it, to come out of your houses and come to a piano and do all that stuff with the music and no page turner. It's brilliant.
In a beautiful hall.
Yes, I know, isn't it?
It's an honor to play here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Beautiful.
It's a
and
beautiful...
amazing piano. I think we get along pretty well.
Yes.
Can I take it home?
No. Yeah.
No? Well.
So you've a really interesting programme you've got for us. You've got pieces by Grace Williams and also by Mel Bonis, and those are superb pieces. The Grace Williams is quite an early piece, but tell us a little about it, Fred.
So I found it because I was meant to do a concert, well I did a concert last year for Women's Day that was a recreation of the McNaughton Lamar concerts, in which there was also music by Elizabeth McConkie, and so I was asked to play this because it was the exact programme that they did back then.
Interesting. The McNaughton series, right, yes, brilliant, yeah.
So, I mean, I immediately fell in love with it. It's so full of character. It reminded me of Prokofiev at times as well. And then, actually, Julia and I have been meaning to do the Prokofiev flute sonata for ages. And so I just thought, let's do this together. And
that's great.
Yeah.
You mean the Prokofiev oboe, cello, and piano sonata?
Is that?
Sorry, it's an arrangement of it by Lera Auerbach, which is really interesting. I'm sorry, I stole it. And Julia. The Mel Bonis sonata has the most wonderful piano part. It's like
all these little moments. I just melt away.
It's like being in a great bath. For me,
definitely.
The sound of it is so beautiful.
Yeah, you're surrounded by the sound. It's incredible.
And it's interesting that somehow there's a strength in it too, and there's a beautiful structure to it. I think the whole sonata.
And also harmony is the strength. It's incredible. It's really unconventional. She's unexpected. Very often you feel that you are actually in the proper structure, harmony, but then all of a sudden the change.
She changes. And when was it written? Do you remember the year it was written?
It was like on the cusp, I think.
Yeah, it was 1904 that it was published, I think. Yeah.
So it's kind of Belle Epoque, actually. Right, that's very interesting. Well, and the central piece you're playing is by Xiaogang Ye, or Ye Xiaogang, and it's called December Chrysanthemum. I think it's the most beautiful piece. And so
it's
how did you...
heartbreaking.
It is.
It is. Like whenever we play, it's like after we finish, we just need some time.
I met him because he came to the Academy maybe 2-3 years ago, and I played it to him at the time, not with Julia, but it was. He then told us about the piece, and I'd read a bit about it as well. But it's about his daughter who died very young. It's dedicated to her, and it's about the chrysanthemum in China is this flower that thrives in winter. When everything else is dead, there's this flower that is very frail, but it's there, and it's that's the idea behind it.
My goodness.
And he mixes sort of contemporary Western techniques and things like that with a very beautiful sound wall that's just very markedly his. And it's a really hidden gem, this one.
What a joy it is to work with composers, isn't it? That's such a privilege for you to have had that chance. I remember hearing Carol Wincense rehearse the Copeland piece, the duo, and with a pianist, and she said, well, Mr. Copeland at this point wanted this, and I realised that of course she played it with Copeland. And so there was this, and she was very calm about it, which is not like Carol. Normally she's kind of, wow. But she just said, well, he actually wanted this, and this is how that goes. When you have the chance to go to the oracle of these composers. Otherwise, it's all an element of sort of archaeology, isn't it? You have to dig to see what's in the music and what we think the style means as well. Well, it's just a joy to have you both here. It's such a joy to hear you both play. Thank you so much for coming, and see you again.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.